Hello. In this quick video, I am going to show you how you can complete the Extend Your Learning assignments directly from your iPad, and you can use the markup tool or another annotation app, and you can be completely paperless and you can complete your assignments and then upload them directly into the assignment in Canvas. So we are in our Canvas course. We are going to go to the week 2 module because that is where our first Extend Your Learning assignment is. So here I am on the left, you can see the week 2 module, and I am going to click on the assignment for Extend Your Learning Thinking of Two Numbers, which is due on June 11th. Now, this looks a little bit different from your setup, and the reason is because I am logged in from a teacher's point of view. You will be logged in from a student point of view, so yours will just look slightly different. You will have a big blue button where it will say Submit Assignment. But as far as marking up the PDF using your Apple Pencil, all of those steps are going to be the same. So in the assignment, notice how it says options for submitting your assignment. Now, if you don't have an iPad, you will just be clicking on your desktop or your laptop and printing the assignment, completing it with a pencil, and then scanning it and uploading it for grading. But this is going to show you right now how to do it all completely paperless on your iPad. So notice for the options for submitting your assignment, number 1 says open the file on your iPad. So I'm going to click on the file and open it up. And what you can see here is that I've already done some marking up, but that's okay. I'll still go through and walk you through the steps of how to do it. So what I would suggest is in the bottom, almost bottom left of your screen, there's a little square with the arrow that points up. That will bring you to all your possible tools for annotating. The most basic one is just markup. But if you have apps such as Notability or GoodNotes and you're comfortable using those, you can also use one of those apps. But I am just going to click on the markup tool, and then you'll notice how that brings me my toolbar where I can highlight, I can erase, I can use a pencil, I can do all kinds of things. So let's say I just want to use the pencil tool and I want to complete question number 1. Notice how I'm marking up on it right now. I already used the highlighter in a previous video just to kind of also do some steps. But yours will be blank. You won't have any writing on it yet. I'm just showing you that I already did it once, but that's okay. So over here on the left, I did add a blank page because I wanted some space to show my work. So if I go back to the first page, I have to find the greatest common factor of 15 and 25. So I'm going to go to that blank page that I just created, and I'm going to literally mark up to show how I'm going to find the greatest common factor of the numbers 15 and 25. So when you looked at the content page that preceded this assignment, there was several methods displayed on how to find the greatest common factor and the least common multiple. So let's use one of the methods for the greatest common factor, and that was to make what we call a Venn diagram. So when I have my list of prime factorization for each number, for instance, 15, the prime factorization of 15 is just 5 times 3. And then the prime factorization of 25 is 5 times 5. So immediately I notice that these numbers share the prime factor of 5 in common. So the number 5 goes in the overlap area. Then I want to put the other factors that they do not share in common in the outside areas. So they don't share a 3 in common, and they don't share the other factor of 5 in common. So I'm going to put those in the outside areas that are not overlapping. So this first circle represented the factors of 15, or I guess it's more of an oval, and the other oval of my Venn diagram represented the factors of 25. Well, the greatest common factor is the number that lies in the middle, or if there was more than one number, it would be the product. So when I go back to that first page, that's where I got my answer that the GCF is 5. Okay, now let's go on to number 2, the least common multiple. So in the content page, I also walked you through examples for finding the least common multiple, or LCM. So to find the least common multiple, I'm going to draw a little rectangle here. What you do is you find the product of all the numbers that show up in the Venn diagram. So the least common multiple is the product of 3 times 5 times 5, which is 75. So when I go back to the assignment, now I've answered that second question. The least common multiple is 75. Okay, now I'm ready to answer question 3, which says, in your own words, explain how you can find the greatest common factor of any two numbers. So what I did here, since it was going to be a text answer, I just clicked on the option to use the keyboard, and you'll notice this blue rectangle popped up, and then I used my keyboard to type. So if you have an external keyboard, you could use that, or you could click on the icon that says show keyboard, and then you could just start to type on your own. But I used my external keyboard. But either way, I was able to enter some text there. You could also just write instead of using, we can make that bigger. You could also just write with your pencil if you'd like to. You could just, answer. Oh, it's not letting me because I already typed. You could just answer here. It's because I already typed that it's not letting me. But you could just use your Apple Pencil to write with your own handwriting. But either way, oh, here, maybe that's why. There, you could answer here. Okay, but when you're done and you've completed the whole assignment, so you'd go through and you'd complete the whole entire assignment, and then it kept that extra page for your work, you'll click on done, or you could click on the upload button, either way. And let's click on save to files. So files, you could create your own folder, or you could just click on my iPad. I have my own folder for other courses, or you could just click on my iPad, and then you could start a folder here if you wanted to. Let's move this. So you could, let's move this out of the way. You could start a folder and call it whatever you wanted, Math 081. Okay. And then you could save it in there. All right, so then you're done. You could do it one more time. Save file to, let's find, on my iPad, let's find that Math 081. Let's click save. Let's just replace it. Either way, I have it. Okay, so now I'm back in Canvas. And then what I would do is I would go back to the assignment. Now, again, it looks a little different because I'm from a teacher's point of view. Right now, when you went back into the assignment, you would have a blue button that said start assignment or submit assignment. I'm not sure exactly what it'll say, but then you would click on that blue button, and then you would upload your file, and you would just go back into that files where we saved it, click on your annotated version, and then there you had your assignment. Completely paperless, no need to print, no need to scan. You'd have it all ready to go. I hope you found this helpful. If you have more questions, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to meet with you and walk you through it. But another thing that would be really nice for you to do if you had a question is you could go to Thunderbird Tech Support to get help if you needed help using these tools in Canvas on your iPad or on your desktop, whatever it is. The Thunderbird Tech Studio is here to help you. So you could just start a chat with them right here, chat with Thunderbird Tech Studio, and then you could chat with somebody live, or you could go there. You can see right here. They have in-person hours as well at the library. I hope you found this helpful.